Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Band Together Leadership. My name is Paul Everts. You can reach me on my email address, which I wish you would, BAND, the number 2 together, at Comcast.net. Also, go to our website, which is conductingmylife.com, where you'll see on the curriculum tab that I'm a member of the Maxwell team. I'm certificated to be a trainer, speaker, coach on any of those wonderful materials that you see. I'd love to come out and talk to your nonprofit, to your business, to you one-on-one, even to your family, your school, with one of those great sets of, I would just say, advice. John Maxwell is a New York Times bestselling author, and he has helped me so much, and I want me to use him to help you. So again, reach out to me, BAND, the number 2 together. Who am I? Just a reminder, I'm a high school music teacher now. I'm actually a beginning band music teacher. I teach 5th grade through 12th grade on 2 campuses. One's a charter school. First time I've never taught a charter school before, and a public high school. The commonality between the two, the leaders are both friends of mine. And they said, Paul, we want a music program. So I said, well, I guess I'll come out of retirement and help you guys do that. So that's what I'm doing right now. Really busy. But I do make time for this, because this helps me help them be better students and better human beings. And that's what I want. Better people make better leaders, and we know we need some better leaders. Okay, so let's have more better people. Here you go. You all ready? I'm doing this on the 11th of October. It's about 2:10 p.m. in beautiful Roseville, California. We are on Chapter 19 of the book, 21 Indispensable Qualities of a Leader. Chapter 19 is titled Servanthood. Love servanthood. In fact, one of the charter schools, the charter school I'm working at, that's one of their standards, is servanthood. We're teaching kindergarten through 12th grade kids how to be servants. So, to get ahead, put others first. There's nothing like seeing a young child put others first. It just warms your heart. So Eugene Habaker says, the true leader serves people, serves their best interests, and in doing so will not always be popular, may not always impress. But because true leaders are motivated by loving concern, rather than a desire for personal glory, they are willing to pay the price. And if you someday want to hear about that price I paid, I was directed to stop using the word love. I used to say to my students, I love you. And student got upset. I didn't get a chance to explain myself. I didn't get a parent conference. And so what I'm saying to you is that this quote right here hits my heart. True leaders are motivated by a loving concern rather than a desire for personal glory. I think that's a definition of a successful teacher. And then John Maxwell says, you have got to love your people more than your position. So I did. I retired early. I got out of there. I love my students so much that you tell me not to be me, I'm leaving you. I need to be me. And I know how to be the best me. Reading material like this makes me a better me. Hang in there. Stay strong. I mean, some of you guys, it's really cool. And you're not watching this video, but if you were to watch this video, you'd give you a compliment. You tough it out. You guys stay at your high schools for 15, 20, 30 years, 40 years, and more power to you. That's just not the way I run. I like to start programs, and it's hard. 56 years old, man. It's tiring, and it's a different energy than when you were when you were 36. But we're going to flesh this out, this being servanthood. So when you think of servanthood, do you envision it as an activity performed by relatively low-skilled human beings at the bottom of the positional totem pole? If you do, you have a wrong impression. Servanthood is not about position or skill. It is about attitude. You have undoubtedly met people in service positions who have poor attitudes toward servanthood. The rude worker at the government agency, the waiter who cannot be bothered with taking your order, the store clerk who talks on the phone with a friend instead of helping you. Just as you can sense when a worker does not want to help people, you can just as easily detect whether a leader has a servant's heart. And the truth is that the best leaders desire to serve others, not themselves. So what does it mean to embody the quality of a servanthood or of servanthood? Here's what a true servant leader is. You ready? True servant leader puts others ahead of his own agenda. The first mark of servanthood is the ability to put others ahead of yourself and your personal desires. Yeah, I think being retired, I would like to sleep in. I'd like to go play golf. I'd like to read. I'd like to do whatever I want to do. That's not my character. I do like to serve. And so when I have two men saying, Paul, we need your help, I'm too young to say I can't do it. But I'm getting there. I'm getting old enough to get close. Oh my gosh. Okay, number 2, possesses the confidence to serve. The real heart of servanthood is security, and that was one of the qualities that we talked about earlier. Show me someone who thinks he is too important to serve, and I will show you someone who is basically insecure. How we treat others is really a reflection of how we think about ourselves. Eric Hoffer says it this way. Here's the quote. Eric Hoffer says, the remarkable thing is that we really love our neighbor as ourselves. We do unto others as we do unto ourselves. We hate others when we hate ourselves. We are tolerant toward others when we tolerate ourselves. We forgive others when we forgive ourselves. It is not love of self, but hatred of self, which is the root of the troubles that afflict our world. That's just a great statement. The law of empowerment says that only secure leaders give power to others. It's also true that only secure leaders exhibit servanthood. So again, number 3, what does it mean to embody the quality of servanthood? It initiates service to others. Just about anyone will serve if compelled to do so. And some will serve in a crisis. But you can really see the heart of someone who initiates service to others. Great leaders see the need, seize the opportunity, and serve without expecting anything in return. Number 4 is not position conscious. Servant leaders do not focus on rank or position. When Colonel Norman Schwarzkopf stepped into the minefield, rank with his last thing on his mind, he was one person trying to help another. If anything, being the leader gave him a greater sense of obligation to serve. We got to serve out of love. Servanthood is not motivated by manipulation or self-promotion. It is fueled by love. In the end, the extent of your influence depends on the depth of your concern for others. That is why it is so important for leaders to be willing to serve. Great chapter, my gosh. Then reflecting on it, where is your heart when it comes to serving others? Do you desire to become a leader for the perks, benefits? Or are you motivated by a desire to help others? If you really want to become the kind of leader that people want to follow, you'll have to settle the issue of servanthood. If your attitude is to be served rather than to serve, you may be headed for trouble. If this is an issue in your life, then heed this advice. Listen to this advice. Stop lording over people and start listening to people. Stop role-playing for advancement and start risking for others' benefit. Stop seeking your own way and start serving others. It is true that those who would be great must be like the least and the servant of all. So bring it home. To improve your servanthood, you've got to do the following. You've got to perform the small acts. We need to learn to walk slowly through the crowd. One of the biggest lessons that Dr. Maxwell learned as a young leader came from his father. Dr. Maxwell calls it walking through the crowd slowly. The next time you attend a function with a number of clients, colleagues, employees, make it your goal to connect with others by circulating among them and talking to people. That's a hard one for me. People think I'm extroverted. No, I'm closet introverted, man. I have a hard time. That's what I need to work on. And then move into action. If an attitude of servanthood is conspicuously absent from your life, the best way to change it is to start serving. Begin serving with your body, and your heart will eventually catch up. Sign up to serve others for 6 months at your church, community agency, or volunteer organization. Daily takeaway. Albert Schweitzer wisely stated the following. He said, quote, "I do not know what your destiny will be, but one thing I do know, the ones among you who will be really happy are those who have sought and found how to serve." End of quote. If you want to lead on the highest level, be willing to serve on the lowest level. Yeah, so important. I mean, that's almost what teachers, used to do. We used to serve. We used to think of the kids, and now it seems like we're pushing, well, not all of us, but there are quite a few teachers pushing a social agenda. And I don't think they should deny that. I think they should embrace that. Say, yeah, the NEA didn't talk about raising test scores. No. Didn't say we're going to get better at math. We're going to get better at reading. No, we're going to get better at pronouns. We're going to get better at tolerating people's differences and all that. Great. What about math scores? What about reading scores? Oh, well. So servanthood, great quality. Beginning with the end in mind, every choice you make is who you are, so choose wisely. Seek first to understand and be understood. Ask people how they're doing. Understand where they're coming from. Dig down deep. It's hard. And find people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And I care about you a lot. That's why I do this. Hope this has helped somebody. Again, I have 3 streams that feed into the Lake social media. We have, of course, the YouTube. I have a blog on conductingmylife.com. And then the spicy one, the one that gets me in trouble, is my podcast. And I don't mean for it to get people mad at me. Not my goal. That's your goal. So earn that, whatever you want. But there's 3 sides of me, and I'm totally open on all 3. This is meant to be a service to you. All right, everybody. Love you. Thanks a lot for helping me. Hope this has helped somebody else. Take care. Bye-bye.